What's going on, everybody? It is opening day here in Indiana. I'm with Katie Joe.
Hello!
And it is an extremely windy day. I don't expect that we're going to hear many gobblers here this morning, but we're headed right now to the spot where we hunted in the youth hunt. Seems like a guy is ahead of us. I don't know where he's going, but we're going to try and get in here early and set up, and hopefully when those toms fly down, they go exactly to that back corner like they did in the weekend. So it's kind of wet. It's rained the last 2 days. Really windy. It's got like 15-mile-an-hour winds right now. So hopefully we still whack a bird though.
Mm-hmm.
It's not ideal weather, but it's turkey season. So hopefully this tom is still back there like he was this weekend. So what's up, guys? We're set up. It's really cloudy and really windy. We actually have light to shoot, but it's just so dark. We got a tom hammering behind us, and I think he's gonna come out to this corner. That's what they've been doing, and the gobble's getting closer. So Katie Joe is ready. She's ready to smoke one. So I'm not even gonna say a peep. If he comes out to this corner right here, we'll be pretty solid. So hopefully he makes his way over here. Yeah, they sound like they're in that field, the north field somewhere. Either that or they're past that, I can't tell. Or they could be in that tree line right there. And they may...
I think they may be on the tree line of the north field.
They may beeline it over here, I don't know. I don't see that tom across the field.
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Maybe he didn't roost over there. The wind gust was more, I didn't check it. I just cared about the rain.
They're going off.
I don't hear anything.
Earlier.
Yeah, that one sounded closer.
Yeah, for sure.
I think there's like 3, because they all sound. I know it's windy, but
I'm sure it's the same group of birds.
yeah. Said, well, we're out here in this field. We heard a bunch of gobbles behind us in this north field. We heard a gunshot. I'm not sure if that was by that field or across the road or not, but haven't heard many gobbles since. So we're just gonna stay tight. Hopefully the toms move over here. It's still pretty windy, so just gotta be patient. That's the biggest thing with turkey hunting, man. Just lack of patience. I told Katie Joe 13-year-old me would have ran to those birds and probably spooked them all. Just gotta be patient. Well, a guy walked into that field. I think the same guy that walked out of the parking lot this morning and didn't say anything. So we got up and we're headed to this north field over here where we're hearing all the gobbling. So it sounded like they're moving off, but we're just gonna check it real quick, and if we don't see anything, we're gonna move to another area. So we just got to this field right here, this north field. No turkey, and I just yelped, and they're across the ditch in the woods over here. So we're gonna try and cross this ditch and get to these birds, or they may be in this plowed field right here. So time for an adventure. Come on, Jojo. So we managed to cross that big ditch. She was barely able to. We can hear them in these woods. So we're gonna try and get to this tree line right here. The wind's blowing pretty good. We're gonna see if we can call to them. Over there?
I do not know, but there's more than one. Dude, he's right there. Brother man.
That tree right there.
Brother man.
That tree right there. They're on that side of the woods.
They're coming, dude. In Jesus' name.
There's definitely 2. I don't know if we're gonna bring him back over here, but we can't go over there. It's too open.
Dude, there's like 7.
I can't tell if that's closer or not.
They're still here.
Yeah, they're in the same spot. I think they're going east to the road or staying in those woods.
That's closer.
It's hard to tell. They are straight in front of us.
I know.
Oh my God, Joe. They're to our left.
What?
They're to our left. They're in the fire lane. I think they may be coming into the field.
Just sit there. I don't know.
That gobbler was like, when they gobbled, they were like 45, 50 yards. I didn't expect them to come to that fire lane. They probably didn't see nothing and walked away. Because we heard them gobble again way over there. Hopefully I get this on video, everybody. I'm going to walk away and call, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm far away now. What happened, Jojo?
They never came over here.
They're going farther
Yeah, I was
away.
gonna say they're getting far.
I thought that would bring him in.
I also thought so because they sounded closer.
Yeah. I think once they heard me going away, they quit. Well, those toms would not commit and not come in. So we're going 150 yards east, almost where we originally heard them. And we're gonna see if we can call them in. They just would not come in. I don't know why. I think the closest they got was 50, 60 yards, and they didn't want to come around that corner. So, man, I thought by me backing off and walking away would bring them in, but they would not get any closer. We did not have a shot down that fire lane. Oh well. We'll see if we can call them back over here. There's no way the tom to the right saw us, I don't think. But those toms were directly in those woods. Man, it's really open over here. This isn't a fire lane, it's just woods. He's right there. He's right there. He's right in front of you. Get down. Get down. Get down. He's right to your right. Right there. He's strutting. He's strutting right there. He's strutting right there. He's about 60 yards.
I didn't see him.
I saw his white head. I don't think he saw us. But they're not going to come this way. I think they're going to get farther and farther. I think you got to get to that tree at least, Jojo. You got to crawl to the tree. Slowly. gonna shoot that tom. I really thought you were gonna shoot that strutter. He was only like 40 yards. What happened?
It was like every step I took, I kept trying to get closer. They kept going. So I didn't see him at first. So they had two toms over here. And then I'm behind a tree, so I can't see anything on this side. When I go to peek out to crawl from that tree to that tree, two massive hens are right there.
Yeah, they always... He was so...
They weren't moving, they were just staring.
They probably moved off from... They took the two toms with them. I thought you were going to get a shot. We're going to circle them here. We're going to go all the way around, and we're going to see if
it's just water back there.
We can circle. Well, that's probably not good for them, but we're going to try and go around and circle them if we can.
Okay.
Well, I think I'm throwing in the towel on this one. The birds beat us. Looking back on it, I really don't know what we could have done different. Just maybe having a decoy. I forgot to bring my decoys today, so that was real smart. That may have been the difference between killing one and not killing one, but over here it's so thick, the woods are so thick, and all those toms would not leave their hens. They came closer a little bit, but not close enough. I really thought JoJo was gonna kill one there at the end when she was sneaking up on him. I wish I could have got him strutting on video, but if I would have gotten any closer to video them, they would have ran. So we're gonna try to get on some new birds and see if we can find any. Finally getting to a different area here after somebody took their potty break. Drove around, didn't really see anything. Saw a hen and a Jake, that's about it. So this last 2 hours of the day, just gonna probably find some place to set up, see if we can call in a bird. Well, Katie Joe's sitting in front of me. After walking a lot, we finally strike the gobbler. He sounds like he's in this field up here, so we'll see if we can call him in or not. Toms really aren't acting the way we want them to, but that's turkey hunting. Did he gobble? Was that a gobble behind us? Oh, he's coming. He's coming, Katie Joe. Is that him? I hear him, Katie. He's in front of you, Katie. There's one behind us and in front of us. Do you see him, JoJo?
coming up the hill, and I saw him. He was in full strut. I saw his white head and everything. And then I saw about 3-4 more birds behind him, and they started chasing him, and they were running around over here. They were running around in circles right over here at the bottom of the hill. And then that Tom just disappeared, and those 4 jakes started walking up, and then they went down that hill over there and walked down here.
I messed up because we called 2 Toms at once. There was a Tom right, literally, he was right here.
There's too much brush, Ethan.
I know, but we called those Toms and he wouldn't come over the hill. And I
was
literally,
waiting for him, the Tom to come over here.
I
so
know,
was gonna kill him.
I know, and the Tom was literally 10 yards
I could hear
behind.
him. I'm like, where is it? I thought the Tom that was over there was walking through.
I was trying to tell you, he's behind me.
There's nowhere for me to go.
Yeah, I know. It was just a bad luck. It was
If I timed it right and he turned around, I would have had to have jumped out over here to shoot him.
He walked in the woods and I turned and he ran. Because I was trying to find out where he was.
I could hear him.
Boom.
Loud.
Boom.
That Tom up there, he was loud. I heard him go, boom, and then I saw him come over the hill.
I told you they're back here, man. I said they're somewhere back here. And we called in 2 at the same time. And I'm like, what do I do? Because I didn't know if he was coming over that hill. Because I saw all
those jakes and chasing away, he would have walked right there.
I know, I saw all the jakes and I'm like, are those Toms? And I'm like, no. And then he disappeared and then he came up behind me.
Tiny. They were small.
Dude, like, that was a huge Tom that walked up behind me. I can't believe that, man.
I could hear you going, Joe.
I was like, Joe, he's right there. I was trying to get you to slide and get right here, but you just couldn't hear me.
I could hear you, but I was still trying to stay focused on what was going on over here, because I didn't know if that Tom was still over there. And then I could hear him behind me, and I'm like, where is he?
So
like,
we...
Even if I were to move, that's like a 1 in a million chance of me being able to shoot him and actually kill him.
I can't believe we just called in 2 Toms at the same time.
There's no way I would have killed the one
within
behind us.
30 yards, and we didn't get away with one.
Unless the bird behind us was in strut and
he was running to us.
And if he just miraculously turned around while in strut, I would have been able to have jumped out and shot him.
Because that Tom came from like forever away.
He was all the way
He was over and he was right there. And this is exactly what happened in the youth hunt.
I'm annoyed.
This is exactly what happened in the youth hunt.
And then the jakes just chased the Tom away.
So
like,
Jake's chased him away, and I turn, and he's right there looking at me and runs away. I'm like, gosh, dang it! I should have just. I didn't know what to do because I was like, what if I tell you to turn? What if I tell you to turn around and he doesn't show up and you spook those birds?
Yeah.
You know,
those birds were already gone.
Well, I heard him drumming, but then I heard him drumming, and then I heard him drumming, and I'm like,
his was way louder.
I said, Joe, he's behind me. Oh well.
I'm so annoyed. That bird up there looked so pretty, walking in with his white head. I was like,
I couldn't see him. Did you see him?
Oh yeah, I saw him. He was gorgeous. I was like, and then those birds chased him all the way the frick down there.
Wow. Well, we got about an hour left, so I think this area is toast.
Oh, for sure. There's no way.
I can't believe we did this again. I can't believe that we called in 2 Toms again. And
I don't think that's our fault though. Like either our fault. Like
well, I mean, we didn't have much of a choice because we thought he was coming, and he probably would have came in if.
Now that I think about it, we should have gone on that side.
Well, the problem is that I didn't want to walk over this fire lane and him be in the middle of it down there and see us walk over. It's pretty open in here.
It is open, but one of those trees in there would have been way better than where I'm at right now. I have no shots, Ethan. I have this tree right here, and I saw him over there, and I thought that they were going to walk through here. I can't get my gun over this.
No.
I can't. He would have to walk right in front of me.
Well, I don't know if that's my fault or not. We called in 2 Toms, and we called in 2 Toms at the same time. We had a Tom 35 yards on this little bitty little hill right here, and he was coming, and a bunch of jakes came and beat him up, and at the same time, I mean like right here, literally 10 yards, I had a Tom strutting, and I moved my head, and he saw me and ran. I probably shouldn't have.
You don't have a face mask on.
It wasn't. I got a beard. It wasn't that. It was that I moved and he was literally coming in the woods right there. I mean, he would have picked me out eventually. And there's no way. I mean, look at the tree you're around. There's no way you could have moved around that and killed him without him seeing. The reason I was trying to turn was because I wanted to see it when he was strutting. Every time he would turn his fan to you, I would tell you to move around and try to get a shot at him. I thought those were hens.
No, those were
They all jakes, and they all. I never got the tom on camera. I never videotaped the tom. I couldn't find him.
He was so pretty. He was huge.
So we had a tom coming in, gets beat up, and another tom coming in from the worst possible spot, and he walks literally right up behind us. It's like we're cursed. So just to give you some context, that's where Katie Jo was, and I was right there. That tom came from a mile away and came almost right there and saw us. But the tom she saw, where was he? He was right there. So that he was about 35 yards, and he was about to come into your shooting lane.
And then the Jakes, I saw him jump on him, and he put his feathers down and ran over here, and the Jakes chased him. You couldn't hear them running through there?
Yeah. Well, didn't the Jakes move over there?
Yeah, after chase, they were running at him first, right here.
Oh, so a bunch of Jakes. So
You didn't hear them going.
well, yeah, I did hear
That
that,
was them
but
chasing him.
I couldn't see anything. Well, let's walk over there and try calling and see what happens.
And then
He's coming. We're on a time crunch. Sounded like he was coming. He's in one of the cutout fields. Coming. I don't know if I'm gonna get good video on this.
I'm not sure. He's gonna have to step out in front of me. Those vines right there.
Yeah.
I can't shoot through that. He'd have to come over here.
If he looks like he's walking away, just do what you gotta do. Take a shot.
Okay. Right there, there's that hen.
Where'd she come from?
She crossed the ditch.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the hen just crossed the ditch.
Well, I think that's it for today. Definitely some decoys would have helped today. Usually using decoys out in public land here in Indiana, I've had it hurt me way more times than help me, but I think some decoys today would have got us a bird. So definitely, yeah, womp womp. Next couple days, we're definitely going to be bringing some decoys out, and you and Dad may be killing a bird tomorrow. So see you guys.